If you're enjoying the videos, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. From us at Delani, thanks. So folks, here at the post office, I've just collected the new package of bees. They arrived from California today. That's them in the car now. You can hear them. So we forecast really heavy winds later on this afternoon. It's already starting to pick up, so I don't think I'll install them today. I think I'll just leave them overnight, and then we'll install them tomorrow, probably midday, once the wind dies down. We apparently forecast like 40 and 50 mile an hour winds. See, oh, I nearly lost my hat right there. Yeah, I'm not going to install them today. These guys have been in transit since Saturday, so I don't know when they've had some water, so I'm just pouring a little bit of water. I've just put like four like little splashes of water in the four corners of the package. Hi folks. So we're still waiting to install the bees. It's still really windy. We've set up the bee yard. As you can see, there's our neighbor's guinea fowl. And I'm putting up my buddy Arthur's sign for the bee yard is going to be called the Arcadia Town Hall. For those of you that don't know, Arcadia is a neighborhood in Zimbabwe where if you want to fight, you go to Arcadia, you'll find a fight. Even if you don't want to fight, you'll find a fight. There's people that think they can fight, there's people that can fight. And yeah, that's what we're going to call the bee yard. Hopefully when they get raided again, they'll be able to sort out the next lot of bees. We do have a plan for that, and once I put it in place, I'll show you guys that too. So the Arcadia Town Hall sign is up. There you go. And now we just wait for the bees. These bees have been in this cage for, I think it's like 5 days now. Because they've been in so long, I would have let the queen out into the hive straight away, but because of the time of day that we're doing it at, I'm going to keep the queen in her queen cage and just hang her in the hive so the bees stay in and stay with their queen, hopefully. You meant to install them in the hive in the evening. It's the best time so they don't abscond. But with the weather and stuff like that, and they've been in here so long and they're really quiet now. They were buzzing a bit in the first couple of days, but they're very quiet now, so I'm worried, and we're just going to put them in. That's the sugar solution that we're feeding to get them established. It's a 1-to-1 solution, and then that's the hive setup that you guys know. So we'll film the different stages and get this going. So we've got our bit of marshmallow to plug up the queen cage, so that they can eat that out, and it takes time for them to eat that, so they'll stay in the hive for that bit longer while they release the queen. Lindsay's just trying to figure out how to open this, because this is definitely not in my wheelhouse, this kind of thing. I'll break it by accident. Lindsay's more patient and better at it than I am. Okay, so Lynn's worked out how to open the package. We've taken the top off and taken the feeder jar out. I'm not going to shake them through this hole. I'm going to open the front of the hive, of the cage, and release them, and then we'll find the queen cage and hang her. I've hung a Hawaii hook in here.
How many bees in here?
10,000 bees in the package, and a mated queen.
So the queen's in that silver can?
Yeah. No, she's in here in a cage.
Oh.
I can't work out where the cage is. So... Alright, here goes. There's the queen cage there. I want to see if she's she is. So that's the queen there, and you guys can see her. She's good. She's alive and she's well. I don't know if you guys can make her out in the cage there. Okay, so
what are you doing now?
I'm removing the cork to put the marshmallow in, so we can hang this. But this cork is proving very difficult for me to remove. I don't want to like poke in there and kill the queen, you know.
You could have done with some pliers.
Something. Oh shoot.
Do you want me to hold my finger on the end there of the queen?
No, it's fine.
So the marshmallow acts in place of the cork?
In place of the cork, but now I've dropped the cork in there, which wasn't very clever.
Can she get past the cork?
That's what my fear now is.
Let me see.
Because I'm gonna suspend it.
Yeah, the cork with the cork at the bottom.
Yeah, so she can walk around and stuff.
What about going through the staple?
There we go. Good idea, babe. Well done. Okay, so
Where's the cork at the bottom when you hang
yeah,
it?
so I'm gonna hang it like this, and just hang her in there, and then they can eat this.
Okay. So what next? You don't throw those bees in?
I'll try.
You don't have your brush? Can I use my fingers?
No.
Turn it down. Turn it with the gate open.
I think that's most of them, eh?
Yeah.
So now let's get this hive closed.
Do you leave the big marshmallow in there or no?
No.
That's too much food.
That's I don't even want that on the floor.
Where's your brusher thing?
It's up there.
So you're just making the hive smaller. You have to go right down, Dean, because they're right on the bottom. Why don't... Do you know how many slats you've got to go in here?
No, this is them here. I'm just pushing them in.
Oh, okay.
You want to brush the bees off? Are you?
What?
Okay. Okay. Just gently in. So you can see she's got attendants on the queen cage now, and they'll start working on that marshmallow. So the bees are in the hive. We're gonna close it up, and we're just gonna leave them to it, and hopefully they stay. Keep your fingers crossed for us, guys. Okay, there you go, babe. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna leave this cage here for now, and I just saw a couple fly in already. That the ones that are outside, that are not in the colony in there already, have found the entrance. And if you notice, I've put an entrance reducer on, just to stop robbing or anything like that, and make it easier for them to defend. So the queen is giving off her pheromone, and that's what will keep the bees here by her. So one of the hardest things setting this up was making sure that it's level. If you make the hive level, it makes them build straighter comb, and it gives them a better chance with building comb, so you don't have cross comb and stuff like that. So we had to ensure that the hive was level. So I'm happy with that level there. And that's a good level there as well. So that's a nice straight hive. Hopefully we've given them every chance possible to be a successful colony. Wish us luck, guys. Thanks, Linz. Well done. They'll be fanning inside the hive and giving off the pheromone that should let the others know where the entrance is, all of these that are still out. Hopefully they will find their way home, back to their sisters. Hey guys, so it's almost 11 o'clock now. We put the bees in the hive at 7:30. You saw how lethargic they were. I think that was due to the temperature. We've got a lot of activity now. Orientation flights are going on and all that good stuff. You can see there's actually bees fanning at the entrance to let the others know where the entrance is, and probably maybe to cool the hive down a bit, I'm sure. But that's looking good. Orientation flights and everything. See how they're flying around the front of the hive, getting their bearings. Here's a different angle on the orientation flights for you. I've come to do a check on the hive more than 24 hours after we installed the bees. The bees are looking good, they're out foraging and stuff like that, but I've noticed the feeder has fallen down and it's flat down, so the little holes in the jar the bees can't access them, so they're not being able to take advantage of the feeder. So I have to go in the hive and change the feeder. I've bought out a smaller jar because that other jar is really heavy, so we'll just have to use that smaller jar and use that 1-to-1 sugar solution to give the bees their start. Okay, that's what I'm going to do now. So I've changed the jar. A lot of bees got crushed when that thing fell, unfortunately. What I have seen though is that the marshmallow's been eaten and the queen has been released. So I can take that queen cage out of the hive now. And I'll just leave the hive now. I'm going to leave it for like a week, 2 weeks before I do another inspection. So what else I did while I was in here is I've secured the feet of the hive to the cinder blocks, just for when we get those 70-mile-an-hour winds and stuff during our monsoons. There's the hive entrance. They did get a bit testy when I had the roof of the hive off. I actually had to put my gloves on. They started to hit my veil and stuff like that. So I was just like, yeah, I don't want to get stung. So all's well and good in the hive, and the hive is looking good now.